Welcome back to Spitballin Cards. In today's video, we're talking 2024 Bowman Chrome prices. And Phil is here. You see all five of us. This was Phil's day off, but we all felt like Phil is the most knowledgeable around wax releases because that's kind of his bread and butter. So you have all five of us for at least the next 10 minutes, and then Phil will hop off, and then we'll go back to the regularly scheduled stuff. So in this episode, you have me, Scott, Ty, Chris, Jeff, and Phil. So thank you all for being here. So who wants to kick us off on Bowman Chrome 2024 product? Phil, do you want to take it away?
Yeah, I guess it's me. So Bowman Chrome, by the way, we are recording this on Monday, the 9th, and Bowman Chrome is going to come out on the 11th this week. So September 11th on Wednesday, and pre-order prices were at $270 for a hobby box. They also do have the HTA format, which gives you the extra autograph and no base cards. It appears they have made some additions, surprise, surprise, to the number of parallels this year. So you've got the base parallels, which are sort of like the non-prospect parallels. Of course, this is Bowman Chrome, so every card is chromium, so you don't have to worry about the paper stuff. So 12 total parallels is my count for the non-prospects, and this is non-autographs. That's up one from last year. So we've got pearl refractors. From a prospect parallel perspective, I count 26. So there's 8 additions and I think 4 deletions. So what is going, there's 4 different vapor variations that I see as being removed. And they've introduced these reptilian, like a reptilian refractors. So this will probably be one and done as well. So you've got a blue, number to 150, a green, number to 99, a gold, an orange, a red, a black, in addition to a standard black refractor, number to 10, and then a pearl refractor, which isn't reptilian. And then the autograph parallels, it looks like we're at about 24. So a total net gain of 4, I believe. So,
and Phil, correct me if I'm wrong, but there are reptilian autos, right?
Exactly. The reptilian theme is repeated with the autographs. And you've got the black refractor, which is coming, which I know a lot of people like, but, you know, it's another parallel. All right, so with the variations, I see 3 different groupings here. You've got from least rare to more rare, starting with etched in glass variations. So these are 1 in 721 hobby packs. There are 20 cards on the checklist. Next, you've got just the standard image variations. And here you've got Paul Skeens. So Paul Skeens, I think, shows up in the base checklist as well as here. So you've got a lot of the key rookies from this year on the image variations checklist, 12 total cards. Jackson Merrill is not one of them, though.
No autographs from Skeens, though, right?
No Skeens autos in here. But yeah, this would be his first image variation.
Yeah.
First rookie image variation. It
could be a meaningful card, but if you go back in time, you know, people were questioning if Imanaga, if that would be a key card from Topps Chrome Black, because it was like his first Topps card or first Topps auto. You really have to transcend, 2020 with Luis Robert and that opening day card. That was a big deal for a while. Yeah. And then he stopped being a transcendent player. So with Skeens, this could be a big card or it could just be a nothing burger, in my opinion. His Bowman Chrome stuff. That's just my opinion. And then you've got these rookie color run variations, which are like 10 times more rare than the etched glass. These are 1 in 7,254 packs and 10 cards here, but no Paul Skeens. Paul Skeens is just part of that image variation list.
Those color runs are all numbered at a 20. What is it? 23, 24?
I think 20.
Yes.
24. Okay.
Yeah, good catch. Before we get into the prospects, of course, the rookie class this year is pretty good for now, but it's always good in the current year. So right now we're looking at Jackson Chorio, Elly De La Cruz, Dominguez. So presumably, you'll have a chance at an autograph of those players, but not base autographs. So the most autographs you're going to pull are going to be from the prospect checklist. Bowman Chrome is a product that is a classic boom bust, more bust than boom, because of the whole nature of it being a lot of international players, right? And a lot of these players haven't played stateside. So the product can be hot upon release and it tends to fizzle out. So the prospects from this year, I looked at prospectsalive.com, really good resource, check them out. And they have 4 tier 1 prospects. And I'm going to go from least impressive to more impressive. So this starts with Chris, your guy, Jose Perdomo. So I have him at number 4, basically. Shortstop, 17 years old. He's played in the Dominican Summer League, and he's been bad, 568 OPS, but just 8 games, So I guess he's been injured. There's no video out there of Perdomo's brief pro debut. So he's like a higher risk guy. He could be 5-toolsy, or he could have some defensive questions, is what I'm reading here. Next up, so number 3 on the list is going to be Paulino Santana, who's 17 years old, outfielder, Rangers system. He's doing okay in Dominican Summer League, but 0 home runs. And the sample size is much larger than Perdomo's. So 829 OPS. He's in walks.
Can I ask you a question? Do players who not hit home runs have any value?
Well, they can always develop it, right? That's the hope. But yeah, it certainly doesn't help. You want to see that more than you don't. But some of these guys, it takes them a while to elevate the ball. Yeah, certainly not a good sign that you don't have any home runs in Dominican Summer League, which is, it's kind of a cakewalk for a lot of players, which is something I'm going to get into soon. So number 2 on the list is going to be Emil Morales, 17-year-old shortstop, Dodgers organization. This guy is 194 WRC plus in 46 games in Dominican Summer League, so quite a bit better. 6'3", 191 pounds is what he's listed at. 70 Bill James scale for power, and that's potential. That's not realized. So he could tap into 70, or he might not. If he does, he might end up moving off of shortstop because of that body. And then the top prospect in this product is, I'm going to probably butcher this, but Leonidas DeVries or DeVries. Let's just call him LDV. That's what these guys are calling him. 17 years old, shortstop, Padres organization. So last year was Ethan Salas, catcher, Padres organization. Last year he was 17. This year it's this LDV guy. He just suffered a right shoulder strain, but 360 plate appearances in A-ball with a 237 average, 116 WRC plus. So decent walk rate and a K rate of under 25%. This is the top international free agent in the 2024 class. 5-tool potential, and he has the ability to stick at short, hit for average, hit for power. So this guy this guy's more of like a hobby prospect than Ethan Salas was.
No, I was just going to say, I know you're going to go into this in just a moment, but give you an idea of Ethan Salas, he was going for crazy prices. We can pull up his price charting and see that. He's 18 in high A, and he hit 4 home runs this year in 111 games with a 206 batting average and a 599 OPS. These products, we already mentioned it, they are boom or bust, and all of a sudden you might get a product like 2016 Bowman Chrome. I know you're going to get to that, Phil. That product has Vlad, Soto, and Tatis all in it. And so it's one of those things where like you can get that, or you can get what Phil's about to say, which is like they don't have anything. And it's one of those products that it is not able to be lifted if there's no one that's massive. So,
yep. Yeah, and this is a product with 141 prospect autograph subjects. So anybody want to look at the last couple of years? I don't have it offhand. 24 rookie autograph subjects, but again, those aren't going to be the ones you usually pull. The prospect count is more important.
All right, Phil, you just mentioned that the rookie autos. I'll ramble for a minute while you're pulling that up. I looked those up. The odds of pulling a rookie autograph are 1 in 1,500 hobby packs. So that's like 120 plus hobby boxes. So yeah, the checklist is great. The parallels are awesome. I think there's only 5 or 6, but you're probably never going to see those cards coming out of your box, I guess.
And speaking of tough, long pulls, 2016 Bowman Chrome prospects, there are 57 players. And there's 3 of them who are very good, Vlad, Soto, and Tatis. So basically 1 in 20 is going to get you a good player. Now we have, what, you say 150 plus, Phil?
Yeah, I think it's 146-ish.
And a Bowman Chrome hobby from 2016 is like $800. So seems like a better chance.
Yeah, and actually I saw somebody open a 2016 Bowman Chrome hobby box in front of me. I wouldn't recommend it. He pulled a Gary Sanchez insert auto sticker auto. So, yeah.
Wow.
A lot of ways that these things could blow up on you for sure.
That was big back then.
Yeah, but not when he pulled it. It was a few years too late. All right. So the issue with Bowman Chrome overall is that you're mostly dealing with these 3 scenarios when you look at these prospects. Scenario number 1, this was Jose Perdomo. Prospect only has experience in Dominican Summer League, and he hasn't performed well. So that is like the Dominican or Latin American now, because there's only one league like this in all of Latin America, Dominican Summer League. It's like the rookie ball equivalent of what the U.S. has as the Arizona Rookie League and Florida Complex Leagues. This isn't A-level. This is not the same competition. And if they haven't performed well, that's really bad. I don't care how much hype they have. So even if they sell for a lot, even if there's buzz, don't walk, run. But then you got scenario number 2. Prospect has experience in Dominican Summer League and has played well, maybe at an average to above average level, maybe WRC plus of 100 or 120. But in this case, like, again, it's not real competition. It doesn't matter that much because they haven't yet faced a serious promotion. And the toughest promotions are going to be moving on to A, or moving from A to high A, or moving from high A to double A. Those are going to be the 3 hardest transitions that they haven't even gone through yet. So in this situation, this kind of fits the bill for Paulino Santana as well as Emil Morales. You really shouldn't be paying attention to this either because it doesn't matter. And then you have scenario number 3 where the prospect has played well in A level. And this is probably the case for Ethan Salas last year, the case of Jackson Chourio 2 years ago, and the case this year of LDV, the top guy in the product. But, you know, it could still turn against you. The player still might suck because that's only one of the major transitions that this player needs to go through. Again, A to high A is very tough for a lot of players. It was tough for Jackson Chourio. It was very tough for Ethan Salas. This isn't to say that every player is going to suck that fits any of these scenarios. There's players that certainly buck the trend. This is from Market Movers last comp. Market Movers tracks wax in addition to individual card sales. So this is just last comp. And this will show you that other than 2018 and maybe 2022, there's a lot of bust potential with this. So with 2023, it's kind of too early to tell, right? Because a lot of those guys still have some buzz and they might eventually make it, or I'm assuming most will not. 2022, that's sort of, kind of a unicorn, but that's more of 2018. 2022 does have Jackson Merrill, his first autograph. And although it doesn't have the first on it, it's actually him who's featured on the card. And then Jackson Chourio's in that product. The rookies, again, aren't going to carry this product, but Bobby Witt's in there too. That certainly helps a little. With 2021, 2020, 2019, you can see those are far below $200. Well, you know, 2019 MSRP might not have been that different from 141. So is it really a bust? Yes, it is, because it's been a long time. Wax prices were suppressed for a long time. It should have caused more people to open it versus less at today's prices for, say, 2023, 2024. So if anything, that should have boded well for a higher price than a price of 141. So 2019 is like Canario. There's like nobody in that. 2020, Von Grissom, Michael Harris, Francisco Alvarez, maybe. 2021, literally no one. It's like Tarek Skubal's rookie card is like one of the top chases. 2022, you know, Christian Vaquero, Radek Arias, and some of these guys, while they flame out and while they fizzle, you've still got Chourio in there. You've still got Jackson Merrill. And then 2023, who knows, but I assume that'll bust. And then this year, $330 for 2024. Of course, we all know what happened in 2018. That was Ohtani, even though the autos are now expired redemptions. The non-autos are there, and Yordan Alvarez is in there. And I think Acuna has a rookie card auto.
Jeff, you had a question?
Yeah, Phil, how many cards are in these hobby boxes? Is it consistent from last year?
Hey, the silver lining is they didn't mess with that. So we're still getting 12 packs, 5 cards each, 60 total cards, 2 mini boxes with 30 cards each. So it should look like this, unless you get the HTA.
330. Wow.
Yeah. To your point about the wax prices in general, Phil, it's funny you had that data pulled up. I was looking at that on Market Movers while you had that there, and we've got the sealed prices going back to when many of these products debuted. So 2021 is down 52% from its open price from when it started. 2023 is down 22% from when it first released. 2022 down 17%. 2020 is actually up 40% from when it released, but that was before wax prices really started to go up. 2019 is flat. It's up 1%. So a lot of those down, down or not up. Over the last year, all of those products you had are down at least 13%. So 2018 is down 13%. The rest of them down around 20 to 30. And then 2021 and 2019 are both down like 50% from a year ago where they were selling. So people have definitely like softened their attitude on this. And I don't know that you mentioned this, but when I started really getting back into baseball cards, Bowman Chrome and Bowman Draft confused the crap out of me. Like and it still does. It's like, how do you know what product this card came out of if you're looking at it? It's difficult to know, but maybe at a high level, like my understanding of this is that Bowman Chrome is like the international prospects, right? It's like a subset, like you mentioned, that it's a smaller list, it's a shorter list. Bowman comes out first in the spring, and that's got like the carryover of guys who didn't make the cut from Bowman Draft, which comes out like at the end of the calendar year, which is like the bulk. That's like the biggest product, right? So like for anybody who's not maybe watching this, who's not as familiar with those three products and would be confused by it, that's sort of my like high level understanding of how those releases happen. That's pretty accurate, right?
I'd say that's pretty accurate, Ty. The one thing I would add is the rookies are in Bowman Chrome.
Yes.
Good call. Yeah. Yeah. Because there are Chrome cards in the other two products. So you sort of alluded to that at the beginning and said, well, all of these are Chrome because it's Bowman Chrome. But man, when you're trying to add data to a data tool like Market Movers, and you're trying to get the listings to match, and some guy's got like a Bowman card and a Bowman Chrome card, but he's got a Chrome card in the Bowman product, you're like, who came up with this system? It's confusing.
Want to know who came up? Topps wants to make money. That's how it.
The same people who came up with Reptilian and Raywave.
Yeah. Baseball is the only sport that has these prospect cards that go for so much, and they have rookie cards a little bit later.
How excited are we for Lizard cards?
Yeah, I'm wondering, is there going to be like a Reptilian match for Diamondbacks prospects, or are we going to start to see other animals matching?
I mean, there are tiger parallels in Panini products. There are also snakeskin in Panini, which may be where this reptilian concept.
Does this mean that Topps, is this Michael Rubin is a reptilian? Is that what this is? Is this the clue?
Illuminati confirmed.
He has a lot of money.
Hey,
it's the world government right there.
Our video just got demonetized.
Yeah. Yeah, so I looked at last year's Bowman Chrome, and there were 132 out of rep subjects, so we're up about 10% from last year, just on that.
Cool.
The one autos we did not cover are, of course, the retrofractor auto. That's Sandy Koufax this year. He has autos, his first Bowman Chrome autos, and then there's a Lou Gehrig, obviously with non-autos. And it's worth noting there's already a bounty. Yep. Dave and Adam have a $100,000 bounty on the Lou Gehrig Bowman Chrome Superfractor. I don't understand that. Where do you guys think? Where's that money coming from? And it just seems a little shady, right?
Marketing budget.
Has to be a marketing budget. It could be Topps sliding some money their way to do it. I don't think that's it. I bet you it's literally just DA Card World marketing budget, because they're going to sell more than $100,000 worth of cards, especially with this bounty. Gets their name. I don't know. Anybody else have any different thoughts?
You got it. Yeah. So the DA Card Worlds and the blowouts and the Steel Cities and others, right? What did Fanatics do when they said they were when they were buying the licenses for Topps and getting into this space and or buying the brand from Topps and buying the license rights? They said they were going to cut out the middleman. Mm-hmm. Well, you still have these big distributors, right? So they probably have some kind of gentleman's handshake agreement that says you're going to help drive energy behind these releases, and then we're going to keep giving you a massive allocation to profit from selling our products, which we could otherwise just completely cut you out of. That seems to make sense to me. I think it's probably it's a strategy. And I think that's the case because Blowout's done it. DA Card World's done it. Others have done it. It's not just like one person or one entity, doing it. It seems to be a strategy that, I don't know. I think we've talked about it in the past. It doesn't, people get bent out of shape about it, or they think it's ridiculous. I actually, the more I think about it, I like it. And I like it based on the premise that somebody could could be really handed like life-changing money for a bounty that is significantly more than even like what the card would sell for on auction.
But I mean, you could have significant life-changing money from a lottery ticket. Like, that's my argument. It's literally a gambling app. I don't know. Maybe I'm off base, but
I think that's a funny topic. Like, opening packs is gambling. Like, I see people talk about that all the time as though it's like a revolutionary, like a scandalous idea. I don't really know who would contest that it's not gambling. Like, it is. It's a gamble. And
this makes it more gambling. I feel like they're asking to be looked at when they do this kind of stuff to me.
I don't think
it could be tax deductible though from a business perspective if you have a YouTube channel. Ask Neo. He opens a lot of product. Look at his books.
Neo's out there cooking the books. Maybe
I'm also wondering, and Ty, maybe you would know better than anyone. Has anyone seen any of these cards that went up for the bounty? Like the Volpe, we know was pulled. I think like the Babe Ruth Superfractor was pulled. So obviously people cashed it in. So have you seen if like DA Card World, have they ever put one of those cards up for auction, or are they just getting locked away, do you think, after the bounties?
I don't know. I don't know what their plan is with those. There was, if you guys remember, there was the big golden mirror chase. Somebody redeemed that too.
Yes,
for the all the like PSA 10 graded golden mirrors, and I think the same. I could be wrong about this, but I think the same person completed both Series 1 and 2 or something like that. Yeah, they claimed that, I think, and
yeah, I remember seeing. I don't think that did they have to be graded. I feel like they just had to have one of each.
PSA 10s,
really?
PSA 10s of every card, and then it was like a crazy amount of money. Yeah,
interesting.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a video of them having them all.
I'm excited in this product for the 1999 Bowman Chromes. I like that set. It's just a little bit nostalgic. So it's the 25th anniversary. Obviously they do that, but I'm going to be trying to probably track down a Max Clark, maybe a gold from that set, just for collection purposes. I think that's a pretty cool card. So
is that just prospect autos for that one, Ty?
There are autos, I believe. Maybe there are not autos, but this is just sort of like, it's just like an anniversary checklist, and there are active players and prospects in it.
Okay.
So like Ellie's in it, Evan Carter, others, Yamamoto, but then you've got like Ethan Salas and Max Clark and others as well.
I found 2 Sandy Koufax Bowman Chrome autos. So it's not his first, even though they say it's his first.
Are they going to put a first on there?
Oh yeah, of course they will. Does anybody like that? I still have not come around on it. Do you all feel? Does anybody think it's cool?
I have no strong feeling.
I think it's kind of cool. I actually like it, but the price is like I would never pay. Like that's where like it gets crazy for me. Is I like it, but I would rather have like an actual rookie card of those guys than pay the big money for some of those parallels and stuff.
The Josh Gibson 1-of-1 sold for over $20,000, by the way.
Yeah.
That's the news that they were integrating the Negro Leagues into Major League Baseball stats, and so it was just good timing.
That's cool. So, I get a little worried because Koufax has been. I feel like I don't know if Topps has a new deal with them or Fanatics does, but he's just been in every set so far this year. Like he's got Topps Chrome autos. I think he's got paper autos in Series 1 as well, and Topps. And now he's got first Bowman. I just feel like it's a lot. It's a lot of Koufax autos coming on the market in the same year. Maybe that makes them more affordable, which could be good for some people. But
Koufax signs a ton.
Does he?
By the way, like the Pete Rose last year or earlier this year, whenever that was, I thought that was pretty cool because Pete Rose didn't really sign in Topps product, just like Leaf and random stuff like that. But if I go look up Sandy Koufax Topps auto, how many do you think pop up?
I don't know. I mean, she's got some great duels in Heritage. I know there's a Koufax Kershaw dual auto that's really incredible.
It's not as much as I thought. There's 275 for sale. I see 2019 Topps Tech, 2024 Topps Finest, 2017 Archives, 2016 Tier. She has a lot of stuff, like a lot of different years and sets. So,
but yeah, I forgot he's in Finest this year too. Yeah. Sorry.
Here's a good question for you on the Lou Gehrig. Would you rather have the Lou Gehrig Retrofractor Superfractor or the 1933 Gaudy Lou Gehrig PSA 8? Which is pop 45 7 higher.
That's not even close. I'll take the 1933 for sure.
No, I would take that in a 4 or 5 over the Superfractor.
Yeah. So, but I don't, you know, somebody's going to get, hopefully somebody will get that payday. Who knows?
I hope it's you, Ty. And then
it's not going to be me.
And they can all claim that you were scanning boxes, and I can't wait for it.
Woo! I was really hoping I would get the LeBron Durant Curry triple auto and just set the internet completely nuclear as the accusations fly as I sell the card to my boss. But yeah, that didn't happen.
How many did you buy?
I bought 10.
You bought 10.
They're still selling for like $7 a piece on eBay, and I paid like $7 a piece. So you want to talk about like basically a free lottery ticket?
Did you sell them?
I need to. I got them 2 days ago, so I need to list them. I'm gonna keep one. Like I'll keep one. It's a cool card. Yeah. But yeah, why not? I don't know.
Oh, cool. Well, any final thoughts from anybody before we wrap this one up?
I just think it's scary to think that a 17-year-old is going to be on a baseball card that will probably sell for like high 4 figures. Like that's just that kid can turn into absolutely anything. I don't think there's anything I did when I was 17 that I still do now. Okay, there's one thing, and no one wants a baseball card of it. I guarantee you. But yeah, it's just the whole thing. The whole idea of this product is nerve wracking to me.
Yeah,
especially since the prices have gone up so much. So we're looking at basically $5.50 a card. You're paying over $5 a card for this, and yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right, well, let's wrap this one up. We'll probably do a follow-up video in some capacity after it's been released if we have any thoughts, if it's worth sharing. But thank you for watching. Let us know in the comments down below if you like this product, if you're going to open it, or if it's just too much for you. And we will see you in the next one.